I had returned from the university where I was studying to be with my family in Virginia, and I was sharing with my mom and dad what I believed God wanted me to do. They didn't have a lot of sympathy with the direction that I was going in, but things were going along pretty smoothly, and the day before I was supposed to leave to go to Southern California, I got a phone call, and my mom picked up the phone and introduced herself, and on the other end of the line, she heard this voice say, "Well, I'm Bill Bright." And she put her hand over the phone and said, "It's Bill Bright, and he wants to speak to you." So I took the phone from her, and he announced to me at this point something that I had not asked him about. And that was that in order for this ministry to grow and become all that he believed that it could be and would be with God's hand of blessing on it, was that the staff were going to have to begin to raise their own support, develop their own ministry partners so that the ministry could grow. And I said to myself, this could be the straw that breaks the camel's back. I wasn't at all prepared for that. I hadn't had any training on raising support or developing ministry partners, and I didn't know where to begin. And I told Bill that. And he said, "Well, you just do the best you can, and when you've done that, you come on out and report." So when we got off the telephone, I said to my mom and my father, I said, I have to develop my own support base before I go. And that was the last thing my father wanted to hear. He said, let me get this straight. You've got 4 years of university, you've got a year and a half of graduate school, and now you're going to go around to people and ask them to give you money so that you can work. And he just didn't get it. And frankly, I had a little trouble at first getting a hold of that concept myself. But I talked to people, and we were able to I was able to raise a little bit of support before I left and went to California. And here's what I want to get to. During the next year or two, I began to meet people and have ministry in people's lives who said they wanted to be a part of helping to support what I was doing. And in fact, Bill got a phone call one day from a man in Yuma, Colorado. And he said, "I've got a heart for getting a ministry like Campus Crusade started at Colorado State University in Fort Collins. And I don't know if you have people available, but if you can send somebody, and if they need to raise support, I'll help them with their support." And Bill shared that with me and said, "Would you be interested?" And I said, "Oh yeah, I'd be really interested." And so I moved as a single person at that time to Fort Collins, Colorado. And I met two men right off the bat. One, a farmer, a rancher from out in eastern Colorado, and another, a businessman in Fort Collins. And between the two of them, all of my support was raised. During the years, in every place where we've stopped along the way, whether it was UCLA, where we started, or Fort Collins, or Boulder, Colorado, or the University of Tennessee, wherever we have gone, God has given us people to whom we had a ministry, who have joined our ministry partner team. And 52 years later, after we've started, we still have some of the supporters who helped us get started those first 2 years. God is incredibly faithful. When we follow Him, when we hear His voice, and when we say yes to His call in our lives, He takes care of us. He meets our needs.